Hello and welcome to Adventures with Jimbob episode 12. At least I think it's 12. I end up getting a name for my series now after 12 episodes. Adventures with Jimbob. Kind of simple, but if I call it Building with Jimbob, then I have to build things. So I figure Adventures with Jimbob, I can pretty much do anything and not peg myself into one certain thing. I can evolve over time. And believe me, building with me is an adventure in itself. So I've got myself prepared here. Actually, I should put this leather away. I got some leather so I can finish the bookshelves in here. And this is actually going to be attempt number 2 to go out and get a horse. I spent about an hour earlier today running in one direction, trying to find a horse, and I did not even come close. So we're going to try going straight this way. I'm going to get my boat ready, and we're going to just take off. Last episode, the episode that I never aired, where I spent an hour looking for a horse, I said I'm never going to come back to the base until I get a horse. Well, that wound up being a lie, so I didn't air the episode, so it never wound up being a lie. I figure this time we'll give it a go, and I won't make that promise. So if at the end we wind up coming back, it doesn't wind up being a lie. Or something like that. My brain works in some pretty peculiar ways. And now I know that horses don't spawn in the desert. What's this? I've been there before. Yeah, I know that horses don't spawn in the desert. That's a given. But plains, which I think is where they spawn, at least I imagine that's where they spawn, are really hard to find, and I really have to go far in one direction to find one. So I'm pretty much going to have to go in a straight line. I'm going to try and go in the opposite direction the compass is pointing, and see if I can't find myself a plains, and with any luck, a horse. Because I don't care if it's a cross-eyed, buck-toothed donkey. I want something to ride on to get my feet off the ground. Buy yourself. A few seconds out and frustration is setting in. That means it's going to be a good episode. And I'm going to turn this on occasionally, and that's to see if I'm actually in a plains. See, technically I'm in a plains. And if my theory is correct, technically a horse could wind up spawning there. But it's a pretty small plains, and I doubt there's any horses here, so we're just going to keep going. And look at that, I'm going to wind up having to sleep already. I just set out. Okay, this is a nice open area. Is any of it plains? Yeah, okay, it's plains. But before I wind up setting out any further, I'm going to eat some food, which is the number one thing that I always forget. And then we're going to sleep in our bed before skeletons shoot us. I've mentioned before, I'm a wussy. Doesn't mean I won't fight, just means that I'm not very good at it. So let's get a little elevation back up on this little hill and take a look at our surroundings and see if we see anything that looks even vaguely horse-like. And I don't, naturally. So we're gonna run around and waste our hunger and probably eat half a stack of potatoes, all in probably what'll wind up being a futile quest to try and find a horse. And I'm hoping I don't wind up missing any horses and wind up catching it and editing. And while I'm editing the video, smacking myself in the forehead and saying, why didn't I see that? Because that's bound to happen. It's guaranteed. One of these, I was looking for saddles, and I was climbing up a ladder to finally get out my 2 saddles I had, and I was looking for mine carts all the time. right there in the lower right-hand corner, there's a minecart with a chest in it. And I didn't catch it until I was editing. And I just smacked myself in the forehead, thinking, why? Why didn't you see that? It's so obvious. C'est la vie. Nope, them are cows. I was excited for a second. It had 4 legs. I probably shouldn't wander too far this way. I'm just trying to keep sort of within the plains biome and hoping, against all hope, that maybe there's a cluster of horses at the edge of the plains biome. But no. You are so lucky I can't ride you. I would put a saddle on your ass right away. Are those kitties? Yeah, we have kitties. I almost never see them things, but of course there's a million little kitty cats. No, we don't want kitty cats. As great as they are for an anti-creeper deterrent system, they're kind of annoying in the fact that they make a lot of noise. It doesn't mean I'm not an animal lover. Just like to sort of love them at a distance. Oh, I keep forgetting about vines. I was trying to jump across. Love vines. They make these areas of forest a lot easier to deal with. Okay, it looks like we're coming to a sea. I hate to have to travel across a vast ocean just to find a horse, tame him, and then bring him all the way back across the ocean again. Probably not the easiest way to go about things. But I have a boat. This is for my previous foray, which we won't mention, where I tried to find horses before. And I decided not to subject you guys to a solid hour of me babbling on about not being able to find horses. I've got about 7 minutes on my clock, I think, something like that, for this episode. It'd be nice to find a horse. So we're going to do the straight line thing. Try and get to plains biomes or whatever biomes horsies spawn. Okay, be careful these lily pads. I've broken so many of them. I thought that they had... Well, damn. Okay, I'm a moron. Let's pay attention to the lily pad and crash into the shore. There's more of Jimbob Braininess 101. I hear zombies. Heard quite a few zombies, but we're not going to pay any attention to them. They're not rideable, at least not that I know of. I've never tried to put a saddle on a zombie. Jeb and the others could have snuck in a bit of code, but I highly doubt it. However, it would be kind of neat to be the first zombie rider. Okay, can't ride chickens. There's some ugly land. Okay, that looks a bit plains-ish over there. Come on, horses. I am not kidding when I say I would be satisfied with the most broken-ass donkey that you've ever laid your eyes on. Okay, I don't see anything. Am I in something that appropriates the plains? Yes, I am. So we'll go on top of this little mound here. Maybe we'll get lucky and see something. I see sheep. I see plains. I see cow. Somewhere there is a horse, and he is laughing his head off at me. I think it's a conspiracy. There's at least 5 horses in this conspiracy, all pointing and laughing and running off in directions I'm not in. Okay, those are sheep. Having to double check everything. If it has 4 legs, I start to get excited. Still don't see anything. I did not know that horses were so rare. I wonder if they spawn at certain elevations better than others. Okay, we're at the 3-minute left mark. I don't want to go too far past that. Oh, look at that. It's a village, which will be horseless as well. But maybe as an end to this episode, we'll go raid it. Because I know for sure I'm not going to find a horse in the remaining time that I have. But maybe I'll get something neat out of a chest. I don't know if you can find leads in chests, but I think you can find name tags. Maybe we'll be lucky and there'll be a blacksmith. The last 5,000 villages I've visited, there hasn't been a blacksmith. God, I hate their noises. They have the most annoying noises when they talk, or I'm assuming they're talking. We could just be making weird noises just to freak people out. Okay, I don't see a blacksmith around. Ow! Okay, this village sucks. You guys absolutely blow up building. And why none of you guys can ever have a blacksmith anymore, I have no clue. I'm beginning to wonder if they took them out by accident. Okay, hop back up here. Scour this general plains area one last time. Maybe we'll get lucky. We have 1 minute and 51 seconds. I don't see anything. I see lots of plains. There are probably more extreme hills, which seem to be everywhere. I am just astonished at the lack of horses. I really am. Because no kidding, I really did spend over an hour earlier trying to find these things. And you know there's some whizzle-nutted idiot who's wound up just spawning surrounded by horses right next to a village which has a blacksmith that has a saddle inside. This does not look good. 44 seconds left. I'm going to spend most of those sleeping. Okay, if I get this bed down. You can only sleep at night? Well, how much more at night do you need? I'm full up on sheep. I do not need a sheep. Call me selfish, but I don't want you. I want horses. I heard that sheep and it sounded remarkably horse-like. Must mean I'm starting to go a little bit loony. Oh, there's my timer. Just for the heck of it, we'll give a few more seconds here. Get back up on our ridge. take a look around. I don't know if they spontaneously spawn, but we're gonna, yeah, I think we're gonna have to end the episode an absolute failure again. Only this time I'll actually air it. So until next time, I shall see you later.